Today in the Soap Thing project, I am going to do a shave with Murphy and McNeil Nantahala. Nantahala is a reference to the Nantahala River in North Carolina. This is a collaboration between Black Mountain Shaving and Murphy and McNeil. I'm not sure if this is their first collaboration with them, but it's definitely an older collaboration. This scent has been around for a while. It is a very complex and interesting scent. Let me just read from the iPhone cheat sheet really quick. It says, "This fragrance is in recognition of all the elements of nature, a complex yet fresh accord that we hope will remind you of a clear, cool day in the forest." That is supposed to be the intent of this soap. Normally this would be about $19.95, I'm pretty certain. Yes, $19.99 for 5.5 ounces of Aeon soap base. This one, however, is a special edition one. They did a limited run of Kodiak, and this one is mentholated. What's the difference? Well, the Aeon soap base is a tallow and duck fat soap base. The Kodiak is a tallow, duck fat, and bear tallow soap base that has a few extra high quality ingredients in it. So it's definitely a high-end soap base. Beef tallow, duck fat, bear tallow. Quite remarkable stuff. Pretty sure this is the best soap base from an artisan that I've ever used. The Kodiak soap base is no joke. They are not playing around with this soap base. I have the matching aftershave, Nantahala. This one is alcohol free, it looks like, but still good stuff from Murphy and McNeil. The razor is going to be the Yates Titanium Merica razor. I'm just going to circle right back to this thing because at this point I know what I like, I know what works, and so why create problems for myself when I just know this is going to give me a wonderful shave. Knock on wood. So that's the razor. I'm going to use a feather stainless blade. I have a fresh one already loaded into it. And then the brush, I've got this black and gold theme going with a couple of my shave of the day videos. It's going to be my Shavemac black and gold with a 2-band Badger 22mm. Okay, let's do a shave. So normally I would be lathering this soap off camera, but in this case I have some important announcements, so I figured what better way to talk about those than while I'm building a lather. By the time this goes live, I will no longer be stationed here at Incirlik Air Base in Turkey. I will have left 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I'm just ahead of schedule and filming videos so that people have something to watch for at least some of the time that I'm gone. There might still be, in fact more than likely there will still be a dead spot for part of this year where you don't see me, because I have to go back to the States and find a new place to live and get settled in and just figure my life out. But have no fear, I will be back. There's a couple more videos left on the project here, and then I have to pack everything up and get it out of here. And then I will be back later this year. So, yeah. Now, a lot of people have asked, when am I coming home? Well, anybody who is familiar with military service, either you've done it before, or maybe you have a son or daughter, or somebody who has done it, you necessarily don't just go home. you go wherever the military wants you to go next. In my case, I actually got a really unique assignment in upstate New York. There's a small active duty mission at Syracuse Airport in Syracuse, New York. So I'm going to be spending a few years in upstate New York, working a normal 8 to 4 job, and whenever I'm not doing that, I'm going to be hitting up the Adirondacks. So there's definitely a lot of hiking and kayaking and fishing and stuff that I plan on doing. I've mentioned before that I am trying to slowly come out of this hobby. One reason for that is I decided quite a while ago, actually, I think more than a year ago at this point, that I really wanted to go back to hobbies that I had before this one. And so that is going to be my intention as I slowly work my way out of this hobby over the next year or so, is to just get right back into hobbies that I had before this. I'm reversing back to prior hobbies. And there are some reasons for that. I definitely intend to, when I get back to the States, do a long, drawn-out, full-length video of exactly how I feel about this hobby and why I'm leaving, and why I'm leaving slowly rather than just all of a sudden there's no more videos. I don't choose to do that, and there's a very good reason for it. But I think it merits a full-length video, a soap thing thoughts, if you will, of exactly why I'm doing this, because so many people just leave. They just suddenly stop making videos, and most of the time they don't even tell you why they left. They just disappear. And so I think it would be a breath of fresh air for people to know why, if that makes any sense. In the meantime, I think I finally have a usable lather. I kind of forgot how pasty and low density Kodiak is. It's a very Elmer's glue type of experience. And so I was jerking on this thing hoping to get some more density out of it, but I seem to remember that Kodiak necessarily doesn't do that. It comes out more looking like this. So here it is in the bottom of the Pereira Shavery Unbreakable shaving bowl and in the brush. With a scent strength that is perfectly average. I'm going to call it a 3 out of 5 on the sniffometer. So let's wet the face. So yeah, Syracuse, New York. That is quite an unusual base for me to be stationed as somebody who's active duty Air Force, because most people are being stationed at these very large bases like McConnell or Langley or Fairchild or Nellis or something like that. And those are bases that have, you know, thousands of people that work there. Well, the place I'm going has something like 70, so there's almost nobody there. It's really interesting. I've got about, I want to say a little under 2 days of growth. Let's call it 40 hours. Ooh, interesting. I feel some menthol cooling already. Murphy and McNeil has normally tended to use a synthetic cooling agent that feels pretty much invisible on my face. A lot of their soaps use that synthetic cooling agent, and I never was impressed by it because it just felt like it wasn't doing anything. Not the case with this. It is providing a gnarly cooling sensation on my face already. Water this down just a little bit. So Nantahala is interesting because it's supposed to be an outdoorsy scent that reminds you of nature. Well, where I'm going is not that far from the Adirondacks or the Finger Lakes. So I think, whoa, dropped my iPhone cheat sheet. I think this is a very good symbolic gesture to celebrate where I'm going, even though the soap is not based on that location. The scent character certainly works for that. Okay. I have a, what the hell is this thing? Oh my god, brain fart. It's a Yates titanium Merica razor with a feather stainless blade in it. Good grief. Here we go. Nice. One of the things that I've been valuing about the way I've been shaving lately is just the simple fact that I can use the same thing over and over and over again. Like, the more you use a certain razor or shaving soap or brush or whatever, you get it dialed in to where you don't have to think about it. You can just do it. So in some ways I kind of, have a renewed appreciation for having a high quality shaving experience that doesn't change from day to day. I very much enjoy walking into my bathroom and picking up the exact same very high quality shaving hardware and software and just using it day after day after day. It's almost too pasty now. Okay, good stuff. Wow, this is thick and pasty. Slick, rich, creamy. It's good stuff. Okay, so let's talk about the scent notes. There's a lot of them. According to the iPhone cheat sheet, bright citrus, which includes mandarin, grapefruit, bergamot, pineapple. Then there's lavender, melon, rosemary, geranium, rose, pink pepper, aquatic notes. And then it says patchouli, labdanum, suede, fresh wood, amber, and tonka. So this is so complex. I couldn't even begin to pick out individual notes like I'm used to doing. And I think it's that way by design. It just smells like a slightly aquatic, fresh, woody experience. There's some freshness to it, but I wouldn't say it's citrusy. I think the mandarin, the grapefruit, the bergamot, the pineapple, etc. is so bogged down by other non-citrus notes that it kind of reduces it to just smelling fresh, but not overtly citrus. There's a lot going on here. You'd really have to smell it to fully understand it. But if I had to simplify it for you, because my entire job is to give you a vague idea of if this is something you would like, then I would describe it as slightly aquatic, slightly fresh, dry, woody. It's a really interesting combination. Let's see, do I need any touch-ups? Yeah, over here. There is some earthy nuances to this that is not overbearing. And so if you can't handle the likes of chiseled face, I can safely tell you this is not that bad. But there's definitely some earthy facets to it. So yeah, that's Nantahala in a nutshell, is slightly aquatic, slightly fresh, earthy, and woody. It is quite photorealistic, if that makes any sense. Like, all these notes somehow come together and equal a very convincing nature type scent. It's quite crazy what they were able to accomplish with this. It really is pretty impressive. Leave it to Murphy and McNeil to impress me. They seem to have no problem doing that. Do I dare? Nah, it's not as well. Let me see here. There we go. It's always this spot right here. I always have to keep going back there for touch-ups. Okay. Here we have the Nantahala aftershave. Put this on the face. Those fucking reducers, I swear to God. Oh, wonderful. And then I use too much of it. Ain't I a weirdo? I'm over here bitching about the reducer. I got way too much of it. Oh, man. Aren't I a hoot? Okay. So, my final thoughts on Murphy and McNeil Nantahala. Holy crap, menthol. Whew. Is this something I could recommend for a purchase? Oh, yes. This one is good if you're looking for a very convincing woody scent, the likes of which would inspire you to get outside, because that's kind of what it is meant to do, and I would say it does that very well. It's about as photorealistic in a shaving soap experience as you're ever going to get. So, I think, yeah, Murphy and McNeil Nantahala is good stuff for you outdoorsy types who are looking for a shaving experience to get you in that mood. Okay, that's the shave for today. Questions, comments, put them in the comments section of the video. Otherwise, until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.